having a whole whale of work to work down there, so we'll work through the issues here. We'll get back here live on your source of eSport Racing. We'll be right back with the restart. All right, back here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network, or if you are on Facebook Live or Twitch TV, I don't think you got interrupted. For whatever reason, our YouTube feed may have kind of went south on us, so we're scrambling to get that all back here. I think we may be on a different channel now over on YouTube, so let's see if I can't flash that out to you guys out there watching really quickly. Is all something going a haywire here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Apologize for that here. A little bit of technical gremlin there, dropped out our YouTube feed, but the Facebook Live and Twitch TV link still going, so if you clicked on either one of those, you'll catch us live there, and I'll try to get the link out there the best we can to the YouTube side of things. So we're still here. We're back on a green Todd on lap number 65, 2/3 the way home. Jeffrey Elliott leading Todd Wilson, Smitty, Ryan Johnson. Sunday trip, your top five, working their way through 3 and 4.
Yeah, definitely a fantastic race going on there between Smitty right now and the 439 of Wilson up front, and Ryan Johnson right there to the fray to come down into turn number 3. It's still Smitty holding on, but I tell you what, Ryan Johnson and the 439 of Todd Wilson doing a fantastic job racing side by side, neck and neck with those drivers.
They're having a pretty good run of it here, Todd, as they work now on lap number 65, seeing this racetrack getting really racy once again as I was kind of scrolling on back to the field there under the yellow flag. So I'm going to try to scramble to get there back up front, and I want to get everybody back over here on the YouTube side of things with the refresh link out there. So anybody hopefully hearing me to the other medias out there, if anybody watching through the Facebook Live thing or even Twitch side of things, if you could do us a favor and like our link out there. There's contact, big smoke, and looks like a multiple car wreck down here the back straightaway. I see Sunday triple Autry Waits, the Pennzoil machine involved amongst a gaggle of race cars, almost a semi-big one off turn number 2 down the back straightaway, going to put us under our 6th yellow flag right here, working on lap number 66, all yellow flags here, live on the Full Velocity Racing Network, presented by the Hanover Wrecker Service. Check those guys out over on Facebook today. Also, thank our buddies over at Hobo Racing League presenting our sponsor here for our caution overlay this evening. Right away, going to put Todd back to work with a BladeNo.com full velocity TV instant replay.
I'm definitely going to see something a little bit different here as the 416 gets into the 70 machine here. 70 bounces off the wall. 72 also gets into the 416. Kind of weird. A little bit of, it looks like a little bit of internet stuff. The box hits. And then all of a sudden, the 05 doesn't even look like he barely hits the 416 and 70 trip. He goes up into the wall. Staying up in the wall. Comes back down the track. And it looks like the 12 of Gary Mingus there comes into him. And around he goes in a knot and spinning around donuts. And looks like DC getting involved in that one too. But the Pennzoil number 416 machine, Sunday trip. A little bit of damage to that machine this time.
Indeed, Todd, and it puts us on our yellow flag here once again live on the Full Velocity Race Network. Apologize for that as I'm trying to get the new YouTube link out there. Everybody out there who's watching us live tonight via Facebook Live or even YouTube, as I'm sure people out there watching kind of scratching their heads. What the heck happened to the YouTube feed? As I'm clicking that over there now, hoping everybody out there who may catch that we're restreamed live. Why it blinked out the YouTube there, the brief whatever pause happened there to the black screen there for a minute, whatever reason, it killed the YouTube side of things here. So we're scrambling at the best I can do to get that link out to everybody once again. So I'll throw it back to you here, Todd. What we'll do here, we'll pause for the cause here. Get reset here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Do not go anywhere. Your source for esports racing going to be right back here live in Michigan. All right, back here live in your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network. Getting ready to go back. Green flag racing on lap number 70. Ryan Johnson, Jeffrey Elliott, Mike Ireland, Don Dolson, Willie Z. Going to be our top five as iRacing iFlag. Green flag returns to the speedway now on lap number 71 as we work down into turn number one. It looks like this last yellow flag we saw Sunday Trip tore up there. I think Christian Torres had a peek back there as well. Those guys going to start deep in the field. Also Connor Metz back there. Those guys were having good runs early. They're going to restart here with 30 laps remaining here at the Michigan International Speedway. Live here tonight, the Walt Coburn ASR Waco Memorial tonight. Apologize, though. Hopefully you're finding us back here live via Facebook Live or YouTube or Twitch TV. You know, we had a good little crowd over there on the YouTube side of things. I think YouTube and Twitch stayed there. Facebook and Twitch stayed pretty strong, but YouTube Live, hope I get ready to get back all sorted in there as I did my best at that break to get our live link out to you, as I apologize for the delays out there. Just little technical glitches may have stopped one channel and created another one, so getting that out to you guys. But back to green flag racing. These guys getting after it. We're getting late in the going here. Jeffrey Elliott, that 56, that family channel machine Todd. He's got out to the race lead until the double zero. Mike Ireland, he's going to look to make a bid for the race lead down in turn three.
And the number 59 machine is your current race leader. The 59 of Ryan Johnson. The 00 machine of Mike Ireland running in that second spot. Third right now is... I can't. It's hard to see that car there, Phil. As third was, it looks like to be. I having trouble reading that white car down there on the bottom side, but it is the 04 machine. Excuse me, Don Dolster. So the 04 up to that third spot there, Phil. I was having a little bit of difficulty. That green and white, love the paint scheme, but it was a little bit difficult for me to read sometimes. But yellow flag gonna fly once again. Hanover Record Service yellow flag out on the field.
Yeah, yellow flag number 7 coming out now on lap number 73. So getting through the middle portion of the race. It's been a very good race. We've been slowed by a couple of yellow flags, but the race that we have seen has been superb, and I'm really thinking the end of this race is going to be a good one. But I'm seeing damage to the back of the number 38 Goodwrench machine of Willie Z, who was up there in the likes of the top 5. So I didn't see the wreck happen here as I was typing and checking off screen. So something definitely probably going to miss around the 38 of Willie Z to put us under yellow flag here, I believe, for the 8th time now on lap number 74. So Hanover Record Service certainly been busy here tonight, pulling cars off the record. Another good time to present our Blado.com Full Velocity TV Instant Replay. Here's Todd. What do you got there? Show us off. I believe the 38 car definitely gets a piece in this one.
Yeah, definitely a 38 of Willie Z coming down here into there. It looks like Mingus getting a tad bit loose down towards the apron of the speedway there. I believe that's the number 12 machine. Gary Mingus there. Slingshot. Good little slingshot. We've done some broadcaster races with Gary Mingus over the years, Phil. Been fantastic to have him in the booth. But the 12 makes contact with the number 38. The 38 goes around, hits the wall there. So does Gary Mingus. He does a spinneroonie down into the corner there. But Mingus looks like he's going to get it going in the number 38. Also getting it going, Willie Z. With some damage to those two drivers, his cars.
Yeah, yellow flag here around on lap number 74. As we're going to take a quick little break here under the caution flag. We'll update the likes as to what's going to happen down here on pit road. Maybe a little bit of strategy to play here is 25 laps to go, give or take 1 or 2, as these guys, I believe, going to be in the back end of the fuel window from here. So I see a lot of the race students coming down. We'll update their status on your source for esports racing. We'll be back here live for the restart here at Michigan. And Hooked on Phonics works for us too. Welcome back to your source for esports racing live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. About ready to go green here. And we find Too Fast Todd. Oh, that's definitely not Todd. Stand up there up front. 47 Too Fast Todd going to lead us back to the green flag. Slowpoke, Don Dolson, Smitty, Ryan Johnson, Dinger, Mike Ireland, Todd Wilson, Connor Metz, Jeffrey Elliott. Going to be our top 10 rolling back to green on lap number 78. And good to see old Too Fast Todd up there. He's been racing around for a long time at ASR. Remember going back with him all the way back to like the likes of RTG, even Open Speedway. Too Fast Todd doing a good job there, bud. He's out there in the lead, giving you Todd's a good name.
Yeah, definitely is. The Todd name continues to live on and prosper here out in the lead. We've had either Too Fast Todd or Todd Wilson out towards the front of that one. And you know my favorite picks here, Phil, has always been a Todd. I usually don't go against a Todd because like Todd Wilson's been extremely fast here at ASR for many, many times. We've broadcasted here and we've coined on that, or even Too Fast Todd. The 47 machine. It's hard to go against a Todd here to pick them. I think I heard you guys pick some picks earlier on in the going here as I was sitting back down from my venture out to the bathroom here at Michigan. As these guys really fighting hot and heavy for the lead. Here comes Slowpoke down to the bottom side. The 04 is going to join him there. That's Don Dolster, but he's not going to stay in second for long as he challenges for the lead.
Yeah, Don going to give it up alongside. Slowpoke for the race lead down the front straightaway. Can the 04 score him, the race leader at the line over Slowpoke? Smitty down to number 3 car. He's going to try his hand at a bit for the race lead, but this time going to use the high side. Smitty alongside Dolson off of 2. They're going to drag race off the corner. Who's it going to be with the lead off the turn?
Yeah, Smitty to the top shelf of the speedway. That number 3 machine just drag racing down the back straightaway with a little bit of help. It looks like from the number 72 of Dinger. Dinger's been working over the top side, but the 3 propelled himself to the lead there almost all by himself around the 04 machine. The 04 being driven by Don Dolster here this evening. The 56 right there, the family channel number 56 machine. That is Jeffrey Elliott currently running that 3rd spot. A lot of positions changing here as we're getting towards the latter portion of this event here tonight, Phil. We're on lap 81 of 100, just under 20 to go.
Yeah, and that's just shy of, that's 38 miles to go. Check out that math real quick, or 36 miles to go, I should say. Common Core doing me well is, shut up, Todd, don't earn me. Don't hate on my masculine up here. You know what, Todd? Keith McLean started prediction time here before halfway, so we're going to start putting you on the spot. It is that time again, Todd. You got anything to take for us tonight for our prediction segment?
Do I got anything to take for our prediction segment here tonight? The Who's It Gonna Be segment that I usually bring out long-winded and all. The Who's It Gonna Be? I really don't have the gas to do the Who's It Gonna Be. Is Yellow Flag going to fly? Maybe I get out of this one here, Phil. But I tell you what, as they're crashing down the back straightaway, we're going to ask you one question out there. Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch. Who's it gonna be here tonight? You're going to have some time to think about that one under yellow. So we want some answers out there.
All right, light up the chat boxes. Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Glad Todd who's it going to be out there, because if he wasn't going to give me one, I was going to try one, but he did it. He did it, and I figured I could bait him to it because I've known this guy a long time, and I think it had to just kind of push the button when that time comes. So Todd belts it out there, and I want to see those predictions out there for who is it going to be, who is going to be the big winner here in about 17 laps in Michigan. We got still some more stuff to figure out here. We're under yellow flag now for the 9th time here on lap number 83. Head over record service yellow flag number 9 of the night. Going to bring us once again to a full velocity racing replay presented by our friends over at BladeNode.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds. If you want to use promo code FERN, your first monthly or yearly subscription for web hosting, a VPS server, maybe even a dedicated server, use promo code FERN, 25% off your first monthly purchase. Tell them Todd and Phil sent you. Vlad and Sam will love to hear that. Yellow flag on the speedway. Todd, what do you got for a replay?
All I'm going to say is Oreos. Pennzoil oil, though, I don't think goes all over Oreos. That would probably taste kind of nasty. I guess we're going to have Phil try that one of these times when he's out here. We'll get him drunk enough. What do you think, Pennzoil or Oreos? We're going to try it. Oriole makes contact with the Pennzoil. So the 78 makes contact with the 416. Sunday Trip just not having any luck here in the latter portion of this event. He's able to miss the early yellows, but this time the 78 gets into the back of the 416. The 416 goes around. Well, guess what? Chain, slinky effect. Everybody loves that slinky. The number 70 could not slow up the time. The 78 goes around, and nope, it costs money for me to sing there, Phil. So we all know that. Again, stars donations on Facebook. If we get 5,000 stars, we'll make a rendition of the national anthem duet, and Phil and I will. But we have not seen 5,000 stars yet. That we're going to work our way to that. You guys have about 2 weeks. If we can see 10,000 stars, that would be fantastic. But 5,000 stars, we won't stop there. So if you want to hear us sing, that's what you're going to have to do. But the 78 and the number 70 making contact here towards the portion of that right after the other contact between the 78 and the 416. That brings out this yellow flag, Phil.
All right. Yellow flag on the speedway. And more on that singing thing. I want to hear Todd sing the Slinky song. Facebook Live, if you hear me out there, I see our buddy Andy Margot's out there. Jamie Tedder's been out there. RJ's been out there watching. Jason Allison, our buddy out there watching. 200 stars. Give us a 200-star donation, and Todd will sing the Slinky song. 10,000 stars. We will do a rendition of a national anthem that is going to put John Tuffy's Stardust to shame. You guys wait. If you haven't heard the rendition of Happy Birthday that we did, it is worthy of an Academy Award, a Grammy, whatever they want to give us. You got to go back over our archives, over to the Facebook page, go to the YouTube page, look up a Tyler Blankenship birthday bash. You will hear a rendition of Happy Birthday sung by yours truly and Too Tall Todd Stanton, and you guys will just be crying your eyes out because it was heartfelt, it was soulful, it was colorful. I even did the Marilyn Monroe thing. I'm thinking big awards, Todd. We're going to be famous.
Well, definitely going to be famous. I don't know if it's going to be for that there, Phil. It was a good rendition. But we got better coming up here. So Phil puts out 200 stars here on Facebook Live for me to sing the Slinky song. So he's going to sing, I'm going to say Hanson, Bop. He's going to sing Bop. I tell you, 100 stars, though. That's all Phil's worth here tonight, 100 stars. So he gives me 200 stars. You get him 100 stars. Let's see 100 stars roll in. Bop.
Oh, my goodness.
Phil has to sing at least a little bit of the Bop.
I'm in. I'm in, because stars donations help us over on Facebook Live. They help us with a lot of the upgrades to what we do here as far as equipment and software and stuff. And we're looking to overhaul the entire look we have of the NR 2003 platform we have, because this one's kind of a little bit outdated. We've used this one for a long time. It needs a fresh coat out there. So we're hoping to invest some into that technology. So Facebook Live, you got stars out there for us. Throw them our way, and we will even sing. And I wish you could guys hear the off-air communication that is very one-way, because Todd gives it to me off-air. He's already rehearsing, so 200 stars. Listen to Todd sing out there. But Todd, the good news is we have predictions. Andy Margot, Jamie Tedder, both saying car 59, Ryan Johnson. They join Keith McLean as their pick to go to victory lane. I'm going to put you on the spot. Are you going to make an even sweeping pick Ryan Johnson, or are you going with the old faithful 439 Todd Wilson?
Why wouldn't I go with Todd Wilson? I'm going to go with Todd Wilson. That was no surprise. I mean, Todd Wilson's always fast. 439. I'm going with him. Tide Pods too, you know. I've had a couple of them. It causes me brain damage every once in a while, you know.
I like it. I like it. And now I'm going to put this gentleman on the spot here. Greg Artlip from ASR, been able to sit here and join us, hang out in the booth up here with us tonight. And I see you out there, Greg, in the chat. And am I seeing this right? Are you picking the 72 of Dinger? Is he the one getting into victory lane?
Dinger's a favorite of mine. You know, I've been racing with him for a long time. We'll see. I mean, I'm surprised he's back up from that earlier incident he was in off of the turn 1 and 2 there. He's really made a good comeback.
He really has. He's had a really good whale of a run out there. Also, if you look back there, the 070 of Walt Coburn's car out there, the Krispy Kreme machine with Nelson Rodriguez, ASR Postal behind the wheel tonight. He is rallying back to an early wreck to be up there in the top 10. But if I got to make my official pick here tonight, which has been a little while, It's hard for me to bet against a 3-car. It really is, but I'm going to do it. My pick here tonight is going to be... I'm going to go Don Dolson. Our buddy Don, he always chimes in to our chat box. Also, Don Bergen does as well. He chimes into our chat every once in a while through our iRacing broadcast, whatever else. Don Dolson's up there, the 04 car in the top 5. I'm picking our old friend Don to be in victory lane here about 14 laps from now because Todd Stanton, iRacing, iFlag, green flag, returns to the air now on lap 87. Smitty, Jeffrey Elliott, Todd Wilson, Ryan Johnson, Don Dolson. That's your top 5 heading off toward turn 1.
Like you said, Ryan Johnson probably the favorite out there in the YouTube chat box as of right now. So Ryan Johnson currently running that 4th spot. We'll see if he's going to have anything left in his tank to come up here and compete with the number 3, the 56, or the 439 for that matter. As here comes the 56 machine of Jeffrey Elliott to the chop shop for the Speedway. He has help from the 439 of Todd Wilson. Wilson now comes back down to the bottom side. He's now going to help the 3 of ASR Smitty. Smitty going to hold on to the top spot, but Todd Wilson going to make short work of the 56. Put Todd Wilson to second.
Yeah, Smitty, Todd Wilson now going to be your top 2. Jeffrey Elliott going to drop back to 3rd. Here comes Ryan Johnson. He's going to beat to make something happen. He's going to go to the low side for 3rd. He even had a thought to go to the low side of Todd Wilson. RJ and Jeffrey Elliott racing for 3rd off of 2.
Yeah, great racing going on as Todd Wilson now goes to the top side of Smitty trying to break the draft down the back straightaway. That's not going to happen there. They come down to the turn number 3. Wilson goes to the top shelf for the Speedway, but with no help. Ryan Johnson down to the bottom there with Smitty. So those guys drafting in tandem. That's going to put Ryan Johnson to second. Drop kick to 439 of Wilson back to 3rd.
Bop, dee da 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 do wop, give it a ba do wop, dee da 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 do. Yeah, there you go, Jamie Tenner. 100 stars. There you go. Little Hanson bop. We'll serve it to you right there, cold here, live with the Full Velocity Racing Network. Having some fun here with the guys at ASR this evening. And this time by, we're gonna go on 10 laps to go. 90 of 100 on the board.
Oh, contact!
Elliott and Ryan Johnson and Smitty making contact over in turn number 3 and 4. 3-car hard up into the outside wall. Yellow flag on the speedway. And Todd, go back there and give that one a couple looks here live with a Full Velocity Racing Network instant replay because I'm not sure if the 3-car came down the hill, the 59 washed up there, but just the first click I thought when I looked at that one going into the corner, Smitty wasn't giving too much room down there. He was really letting it sail into the bottom. I'm not sure RJ had the room or even had time to check him at that point. You're going to tell the story there at BladeNo.com, Full Velocity TV instant replay.
I may be telling the story, Philip, but we're going to let everybody out there on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live make the call here tonight. So, first rendition of Full Velocity Racing Network tonight. You make the call. What happened here, folks? As the 59 machine coming down to the bottom. Did the 3 of Schmitty pinch him off too much, as it looks like the 59 working the bottom here? Looks like I said, we're going to allow you guys to make the call. I am not going to make no type of call there. As Smitty and the 59, they make contact. And we're going to show a couple of different slow motion replays here. They make contact. Smitty goes around, and I noticed Smitty has the worst end, the worst luck here with that number 3 machine. And, man, he's supposed to be the one rattling cages, not that 59 machine.
Oh, that is close. Oh, my God. That's one as I go back there. I'm seeing it go out there live via YouTube over here and Facebook Live. Yeah, that one's interesting. It's going either way. The first inclinations were the 59 turned to 3, and then maybe the 3 came down the hill, and the debate is on out there on the Facebook Live chat side of things. 59 versus 3. Who's at fault there? I'll let you guys make the call out there as well. Too close to call on that one. I know for sure these guys are racing hard. Nobody's going to turn anybody on purpose. I'm sure Ryan feels as worse than anybody else that Smitty went around, but it's hard racing, Todd. Late in the going, we're past lap 90 now. It's time to get getting. Well, the getting's good, isn't that right?
Yeah, definitely going to be good there. You got to be on top of your A game now. As we're, like you said, we're under 10 laps to go. These guys, it could be anybody's race. We're going to show you the current top 10 as they are running right now. Is that could change here, but the current top 10 here standings, and this is going to be rather interesting just to see these guys out here. But it is Ryan Johnson, your current race leader, Todd Wilson. Then it's Stanley in that 05, Don Dolster, Connor Metz. Then you got Jeffrey Elliott, ASR Dinger running in that 7th spot in that number 72 machine. ASR DC 88 running 8th. Ed Vaughn in the number 92 running 9th. And man, I tell you what, we haven't talked a lot about that Fluid Sim Racing Films number 29, Brian Wolf, inside the top 10, running in that 10th position. It's always great to see Brian having a good run. It seems like he's been getting better and better each and every year that he's been racing NASCAR 2003. I mean, he even had a run at the championship, the Scramble last year, Phil. So, to say the will. So, the 29 of Brian Wolf, been a guy that's been improving over the years pretty quickly.
No, he certainly has. You know, he said he's been really competitive over at TDR Saturday night. Also a winner of the RTG Challenger Series. So, Brian Wolf, a champion over at the legendary Rolling Thunder Gaming. A guy who's been running really good, picked up a second-place finish the other night, Todd, to another guy we know really well. He finished second to Jeremy Jeffries the other night, beat a guy like Kyle Lawson. Remember Kyle Lawson, who went on a tear for a long time over at the Excel Racing League? Brian Wolf there, finishing second to Jeremy Jeffries ahead of Kyle Lawson and Robert Balcom the other night. Brian Wolf has been on his game, and it's really cool. Brian, a good guy, good friend of ours, and really good to see him doing well as we parade around under yellow here live at the Michigan International Speedway. Walt Coburn, ASR Waco Memorial Race, and I'm sure he is smiling down here tonight because these guys have put one really good race on, and we're going to have a doozy to the finish here this evening. But Greg Artlip, I have to ask you, I know you're out there watching through YouTube. I don't think you're in the race room with us. The number 05, Stanley, is currently running in 3rd. I call shenanigans. Shenanigans! I told you he was sandbagging.
You might be right, but you know, I'm not going to say, you know, Ken, he has his strategy, and all I got to say is that's his strategy.
It's shenanigans. I'm telling you, I know that guy was fast. I thought about picking him, and when we did predictions, he was running 13th, and I said, maybe Stanley's just not on his game here tonight. And just like that, the switch comes on. He goes beast mode on these guys, goes all ham sandwich, and there he is, old Stanley Ken Smith now up in that number 05, that Marlboro machine, up running P3 here late in the going at Michigan. God, I only should have knew. Todd, can I have a mulligan on my pick? I mean, I love Don. Don's there 4th. I'm still good.
No
but,
mulligan.
I mean,
you know, I got to tell you, Phil. You know, other besides Todd and the few Todds in this race tonight. You know, Ken is definitely a second half racer. You know, second half of the race, it's time to turn up the heat, and that's what he does. He takes care of his equipment the first half of the race, and then he knows when to pour it on, and I think that's the bottom line of his strategy right there.
Yeah, he's got that Team Australia Marlboro machine red hot here tonight in Michigan, now up to the 3rd spot. I can almost picture Stanley. You know, I talk to him, that great Australian accent. He comes from out there. I can almost see him there sitting there with a Marlboro in his hand, just driving that car around, just waiting for his time to strike. And the time to go right now. And Stanley going to restart here 3rd behind Ryan Johnson, Todd Wilson, Don Dolson currently running in 4th. Connor Metz, he has rebounded nicely in that Make America Great Again number 24. Jeffrey Elliott running in the 6th spot. Wayne Medinger running in the 7th position. DC David Chin rebounding nicely. He's now up to 8th. Ed Vaughn running in the 9th spot. Brian Wolf rounding out our top 10 with Mike Ireland, Brad Burke, Jimmy Johnson, Gary Mingus, Too Fast Todd rounding out our top 15. Willie Z running 16th. Tyler Hunter 17th. Sunday Trip 18th. It is Christian Torres running 20th. And we got Smitty, the number 3. He's going to be the last car on the racetrack. He'll restart 21st. Sounds like we're getting ready to go back green flag racing. We certainly are. iRacing, iFlag, green flag returning to the air on lap number 94. Look at that run. Ryan Johnson getting down to the corner, but look at that Tide Pods, number 439. Todd Wilson, he's on the top side. Look for the race lead, Todd, over in 1.
Yeah, Wilson to the top there in the 439. It looks like Ryan Johnson going to be able to fend off the charging Todd Wilson as Wilson trying to work over the top shelf. I know Ryan Johnson not going to give up that bottom real easy there in the number 59 machine, but the 439 is digging it, letting it dig up on the top shelf of the Speedway. Stanley now right there with him, and the 56 now of Jeffrey Elliott down there with the 59 machine.
Yeah, here comes that Family Channel 56 car. Almost thought to put it in the middle because Ryan Johnson went low. Todd Wilson almost slid up a little bit too high, but you see the draft playing a role there. Is look at the dinger. Wayne the dinger going to put the 56 car now, going to try to shove him around. Todd Wilson down into the corner. A good battle. Too wide there. We're too wide. Oh, we got Daytona or Talladega. These guys are getting after it. Too wide from second all the way back to about 20th now off of 2. Todd? Are you there? Wake up, Todd?
Yeah, it'd help if I... It would help if I unmuted myself there, Phil, as I muted my microphone all in general. I guess I don't play with the settings very much to do that. I guess I better get my son over here to mess with the settings. He had good settings, I guess. They were loud, but at least they could hear me. But I tell you what, a great race going on there with Ryan Johnson, the 56 machine there. Now to the outside, that is Jeffrey Elliott in the Family Channel, number 56 machine. The 72 now up into the fray again. That's ASR Dinger. So Dinger doing a good job. Looks like Todd Wilson's starting to drop back there with help there from the 05 machine. But it looks like some of these guys that I thought were going to be key players towards the end there, Phil, have now fallen back just a little bit in the clutches. And yellow flag going to fly once again. And this may be the end of the race there, Phil.
It certainly could. It comes out on lap number 97, and I believe the race server is scoring Don Berge out there aboard the 81 car. I believe he fell out of the server, but it's scoring him 29 laps down and not retired. So I believe we're ending this one under yellow as we go back here and try to find the cause for our, I believe, caution flag number 10 here this evening. Presented by Hannibal Wrecker Service and Hobo Racing with the Caution Overlay sponsor here tonight. Appreciate those guys as well. But I'm just kind of going back here through looking at the pictures, and I don't see the 29 car on my screen. And oh no, not Brian. I'm going to beg to be not Brian. I think Brian Wolf. I'm not sure if it was aliens or contact, but he just went off my. Uh-oh, something weird happened. Todd, I'll let you tell the story. Blado.com, Full Velocity TV replay. Oh, maybe the 3 car, 70 car too also.
So we are going to go look here at Brian Wolf's, and we've been talking about Fluid Sim Racing Films and Brian Wolf. He's in charge of that, but he's been driving around in the Hardy's car here, so that makes me hungry. That makes me hungry. So we're watching the 29 go down here. Brian Wolf, and Phil said something may have happened to him, so we'll see what happened to the 29 as he's driving along. There with the 92 right there alongside of him. The 92 gets down to the apron. See if what happened to Brian Wolf. If anything happens to Brian Wolf, we're going to see it here, Phil. But I don't know. We're just going to keep following with it. I don't think anything happened to Brian Wolf here, Phil. Oh, there he goes.
Yep, gone.
So he's driving along, and we talk about aliens. We talk about abductions all the time. They took Brian Wolf. Why would they take Brian Wolf? I think you think they would leave Brian Wolf alone.
You think they'd even drop me off some Hardee's up here in the Northeast? I would kill for one up there. So aliens, chicken sandwich, please.
And they leave the Todds behind.
But
yeah, definitely. They left all the Todds behind. There's a lot of Todds.
Todd, you go back and you take a look because there was a further incident with the 70 car of Tyler Hunter and Smitty in the 3 car. I'm not sure if you've caught that one quite yet.
No, I didn't.
All right. Well, we're under yellow. No better time to catch up to it because we're going to hit lap number 99 right here at the line. So we need the pace car lights to go out right now if we want to go back. Green flag racing. And I don't believe the racing gods are smiling down on us tonight because I believe we're going to get one more time around, and I think we're going to be done here for the evening under a yellow flag. So let Todd go back through the replay as I see the rewind button going there on the screen. Who cares about TV here? Let's see what happened to the number 70 and the number 3 of Smitty there. Something definitely would have missed there. I wasn't sure it had something to do with the 29 right away, but I don't think it did. But I believe those two drivers may make contact and kind of go around it or not. So one more thing left to show here before we move to our checkered flag here tonight, Todd.
Yep, the number 3 of Schmidt comes up the track and just seems like he has a push. Into the 70, sends the 70 around, and a not the 3. Schmidt keeps on going, and tough break for that 70 machine.
Yep, he went around. Smitty went around. And Todd, I can check in from the Facebook live chat thing. Remember our old snuggle buddy? He's out there in Facebook live chat. He wanted to come out and snuggle with you tonight. How nice of Roger. I've rendered Todd speechless. This is great. What we call in the business here, this is just a freeze right here. You give him something he can't come back from.
Freeze. You know, it's not fair. When I'm going and transitioning through screens, I can't talk at the same time as I'm transitioning through screens. So you can't call that a freeze there, Phil. As I was trying to get back to the leaders because it's most important to cover the leader when he wins this race. Even though it's going to be under yellow flag, it's most important to get that as they get the white flag up in the air here. So they got one more trip around the speedway. We could talk about snuggling here in just a moment. So Snuggles out there. That is Roger Nettlestick. So we're going to coin him Snuggles because he's got Snuggle on his car. It's a teddy bear, of course. So we're going to have to ask him one of these times, Phil, if Roger has a teddy bear named Snuggles, because if not, he's got somebody named Snuggles out there.
I don't know. You better snuggle because this St. Louis Blues are about to get one from my Bruins. I'm going to tell you what. We're going to go back and forth on that one this week. I'm telling you, that's going to be a lot of fun to go out there and once again watch from the City of Champions up here in the Boston area. We're going to take it to St. Louis once again. That is a prediction live from my desk right here tonight. We're going to fly with an old school Whalers fan going to pick the Bruins. I mean, that kind of makes me a little sick to my stomach. But hey, we'll go with it as the field now working its way down the back straightaway. We are going to end under the yellow flag here tonight. It has been such an awesome night. I hope our old friend Walt Coburn, old ASR Waco, I hope he is watching down here tonight, smiling on all of us. We have had such a good time paying tribute to him. These guys at ASR are always so gracious to us, and it has been a lot of fun. And Greg Artlip, I got to say, bud, thanks for being a small part of the broadcast here tonight. Appreciate you being around and steering me in the right direction when I would afloat.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you. Great job.
Yeah, well, we'll float something one day, but off of turn number 4, the checkered flag here in Michigan is going to come down over the field, and we are going to call car number 59, Ryan Johnson, as long as he doesn't make that Mark Martin move down the pit road that I have done before. I think he's got about 100 yards left to go under the caution flag. Ryan Johnson, officially your winner here tonight in Michigan. Jeffrey Elliott going to finish second. Wayne Medinger third. Todd Wilson for fourth. David Chin gets a good solid top 5. Stanley finishes 6th. Don Dolson for 7th. Ed Vaughn 8th. Brad Burt for 9th. And Jimmy Johnson, the infamous Jimmy Johnson, going to finish up tonight in the top 10 here live at the Michigan International Speedway. We are going to pause for the cause and be right back live. We will talk to our top 3 finishers here on your source for esports racing, the post-race show for Pro Velocity Racing Network. Coming up next, do not move away. Back here live on your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network. The Walt Coburn Memorial Race is coming to conclusion here at the Michigan International Speedway, where Ryan Johnson picks up tonight's big win over Jeffrey Elliott. And our guest now aboard car number 72, tonight's Hard Motorsports Quick Time went to ASR Dinger, Wayne Medinger. And Wayne, a terrific night for you, a good solid third place run for you, but God, I was wishing that yellow flag didn't come out there late, because I think your car was very worthy of giving Ryan a good shot for the win up there.
Yeah, we sure had a good car all night. We had little mishaps in the middle of the race there that we managed to overcome. I'd like to thank all the ASR crew, you guys up in the broadcast booth, for our buddy Waco, who is gone up on above. Rest in peace, my friend. And it was a good run. I think we would have had something for Ryan, but, yellow came out.
Yeah, it sure did, and we were sad to see that. It was a really good race here tonight, and tell us about a little bit of racing here at Michigan with these conditions out here. CTS Physics, the old Aero 88 mod, that is probably one of my absolute favorites. It more resembles a restrictor plate type of race coming out here in these physics. That is an awful lot of fun to drive. What's it like to drive around these guys in traffic? That looks to be awesomely fun.
Oh, it most certainly is, and it is like a super speedway when you're in the truck physics. You can get a good run on someone and get up beside them, and then it's just like a full sheet of plywood. Somebody stood in front of you, and that's where you kind of stay without a little help, and to the back you go and try it again.
Well, we're really happy you got a good solid third place run here tonight aboard car number 72. I know you already thanked a lot of people out there, so if there's anybody else you want to say hi to out there that may be watching, Wayne, we are live tonight via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV, so I'm going to give you the floor one more time. Anybody out there you want to say hello to or thank there, bud? The floor is yours. Take it away.
Oh, I sure do. I'd like to say hello to all my family that's watching tonight, my brothers, my sisters, my wife, and the friends that are online watching. And again, everybody, thank you for putting this on. This has been great.
Yeah, this has been a fantastic night indeed. And Wayne Medinger with a great third place run. I'll take a turn here to my right and jumping out of that awesome-looking family channel, number 56. Jeffrey Elliott, old front, finishing up second here tonight. Jeffrey, a terrific run for you. Did you have the car worthy of giving Ryan that last burst there on that if that yellow didn't come out?
I don't think so. He was pretty quick up there. Once he got to the front, it's just hard to get by him, and we all can just suck up to just about anybody. But once you, like you say, once you get there, you got to check up, or we tried the outside. Got in front of the the 439 car, and Wilson, I believe it was, and he was running pretty good up there. I figured we could try to make something work up there, but the yellow came out, and I still don't think we would have got him. He was quick, but good racing.
It was really fun racing, and you guys were side by side, too wide all the way around. What lane up there did your car work best in tonight?
I would say the low lane. I could, when you dive in off those corners, I get such a good run through the corner. That's where I caught a lot of my competitors. But up top, you can maintain, but if you don't have help, then you're gonna get trained pretty good. You just gotta manage the car and put yourself in the right spot.
Well, Jeff, you did a great job here tonight. It was really cool to see you and Chris out there. Been a while since I've seen you out there both on the racetrack together, but we're live, as I told Wayne. We're live tonight, Full Velocity Racing Network, live on Facebook Live, Twitch, and YouTube over there. Part 2 of our YouTube feed. Whatever happened to the original one, I'll never know, but there's a 2-part sequence over there. I promise you that. I give you the floor one more time. Thank her. I'd like to thank her. Salute whoever got you out here tonight.
Well, I try to get my 75-year-old father from Utah to watch. I don't know if he actually did, so I'm going to check on that. But I wanted to thank Dinger and the whole crew of ASR, you guys, and everybody that came out for Waco. I called him Wacko. He was my buddy. I never knew he was that old. He's awesome, and we're going to miss him dearly. And it's just sad. It's part of life, but I miss him.
How do we all miss him? We miss him a ton over here at ASR. Such a great guy. And Jeffrey Elliott tonight, second place finisher, allows me to walk down here a couple short steps and find a good buddy of mine. And that's why I wanted to take up our Victory Lane interview here tonight, because my good brother, Ryan Johnson, graced us down here in Victory Lane. And congratulations, buddy. A terrific run. I know these wins are awfully hard to come by, and you had a really good car here tonight. Had to get aggressive there at the end, but made it work and get the checker flag, bud. Congratulations.
Well, I appreciate that. I do want to first off say sorry to the number three Smitty. We were racing hard there going into three. I know it said to me that had a car to the outside. I clipped him. I kept it low as I could. Uh, Definitely did not want to do that. That's just not my style. I do apologize for that. So get that out of the way. And like I said, I am sorry. Uh, Fun night tonight. It was really tough. If you're in the lead, you're going to get it past. It's just a matter of time. Uh, the guys up there up front, you're, you know, you couldn't hold a lead. Setup was good. It was fun, racy. I had a blast. But yeah,
Almost reminiscent of days back in the 80s where you didn't want to be the lead car because you were just a duck up there. But Ryan had a great time out here tonight. Always going to talk to a buddy of mine down here in Victory Lane. And a guy like yourself, I mean, you race a little place over here at ASR. We see you Hobo, FSB over at TDR, me on Saturday nights. The vibe of all these great leagues that's still out here and existing, the fact that we can all come together on a night like tonight to represent and pay tribute to Waco, Walt Coburn, a great guy out there. It is so
Absolutely.
cool of the vibe of this community we have today that we can all come together. It don't matter what league you represent or where you do your racing at. A league like this at ASR, it is always open, as most leagues out there are. It is so good to come out here to the community that we have, and I'm sure you're a guy who echoes that because I knew you said you race in a lot of places. We call a lot of races at a lot of different places. This community has such a great vibe to it right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I've been trying to. I'm committed to this Thursday night here over at ASR. Uh, uh, Normally I'm FSB Monday to Friday, Hobo Sunday, TDR Saturday. But I wanted to commit myself to ASR on the Thursday night, and I'm doing that. Had a great time tonight, and I'm just glad to be a part of all this. It's such a good time to come out and race with a bunch of different guys and have a good time. The camaraderie is great.
All right, so I do this 6 out of 7 nights a week and get to race one night with you. You're a guy out there racing 7 nights a week, which
Yep.
the ASR guys do too, and I tested to that.
Yep.
How does Ma Johnson deal with it?
Well, I've told you she supports it. She's a book reader. It
She's
gives
the
her
best.
time to read her books, and that's her thing, just as this is my thing. And at the end of the night, we come together and we still hang out after this. So I look forward to that. So
I had to get that out there and
I
give her
Yeah,
some love as
you
well.
knew the answer, but yeah,
I knew the answer. I did, and I had to make sure I got Ma on the broadcast here. I love that
No,
woman to death. She's a good egg.
she's just super good. And I get to go racing for real. I just raced last Saturday night. That's why I wasn't at TDR. So
Hey, we
had a
love
good
it.
time racing go kart. Sorry I missed TDR, but
Yeah.
it was a good time over there.
Yeah, I'd rather you guys out there racing for real in the carts or cars or you're all out there doing, but always a good time. Ryan Johnson, I got you here in Victory Lane. I got to throw you the mic one more time. I know you got a lot of people out there watching, saluting you, and of course, I know you want to thank the great guys over here at ASR for this awesome event here tonight.
Oh yeah, the guys at ASR, they just make it a fun place to come tune into and log in and race. They're very welcoming anytime I come over and race, and obviously I want to thank them first and foremost for tonight. But yeah, and also thanks to my wife, as you'd already pinpointed, and I think Isaac even tuned into this broadcast. But yeah, thank you, and thank you to you guys.
Oh, of course. It's our pleasure to do this for you guys, do a race like this. We'll always be here when they call for a great event like this. So hope Walt's up there smiling down at us. We definitely miss Walt Coburn. Waco, your thoughts and prayers are with you out there. I hope all is well with the family, and we're thinking of you. But got to thank all you guys out there watching tonight. Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch TV has been hopping. Got to thank our great sponsors here at the network, of course. Voyles Trucking, Hannibal Record Service, iRacing, iFlag, BladeNo.com, South Texas Speedway, Montstar Productions, TDR Racing League, Hard Motorsports, Trash Panda Graphics, Evil One Graphics, and of course our buddy when we come to NR 2003, Full Throttle with the Gent over on YouTube. Thanks to all of them for the great support. Thanks to all the great partner leagues we still haven't come back to in this old community. And thanks to all you, once again, the fans out there, our viewers. You really make this thing go round for us. So on behalf of us here at Full Velocity, for Ron Piles, Martin Karch, Jack Chew and Todd Stanton. I am Phil LeCast signing off all night out live on your source for esports racing. Happy Memorial Day weekend, everybody. We'll see you back here live Monday evening, a big triple header over with the guys at HAR and over at DSO. So have a good weekend, everybody. Be safe out there, and thank you for watching.
Good night.
I have a spot.